So
Wow.
it's been working amazingly. And I'm not really like missing out on anything else, because another thing is people don't realize you can add fruits and veggies and, you know, meat and different things that you can have on the sides as well. Like your coach will go over that kind of stuff with you and talk with you over the stuff that you can have. Or if you want to go out to dinner or something one night, I can talk to my coach and she can be like, oh, you can have this, or, you know, this on the menu or something like that. So you can, it's not like you have to just stop eating every single thing, but the more closely you follow the plan, the faster the weight's going to come off. And I noticed that big time.
Wow.
So I try to stick to it as like close as I can. This morning I had a bacon, egg, and potato skillet. It's like one of my favorite breakfast foods. It's so good.
Now, what about, listen, you said tomorrow's Cruz's birthday, like there'll be birthday cake. Like, do you have, I mean, are there cheat days? Do you have days where you can cheat? How does that work? I imagine you want birthday cake.
I haven't had a cheat day yet because I'm so dedicated. I'm so like, I'm trying to make everybody proud, and I'm like saying publicly, I'm going to lose this much weight. So like, I've got like, not pressure, but it's motivating, you know, whenever you're very open and honest on your journey, it makes you more motivated to like stick to the plan and stuff. If I wanted to like taste a bite of cake or something, I would just like take a bite of it. Like, it's not going to ruin your day if you taste the cake, but I'm probably not going to eat a whole slice or go in the middle of the night and eat a piece of birthday cake like I used to.
Exactly. Who's coming to, are you having a party for Cruz? Like, is Scheana coming?
Yes. Yes. So his birthday party is going to be on Saturday. I'm so excited. Yeah, Lala, Stassi, you know, Kristen, Katie, Tom, everybody's going to be there. Scheana, I think, is going to Coachella, but I think her mom is bringing Summer. So I'm very excited about that because I wanted all the babies to be together. And I didn't even realize it was freaking Coachella weekend. Of course, the first time it comes back.
Just tell Scheana she needs to skip Coachella. Come on.
Well, I can't get mad at somebody for buying tickets and stuff a long time ago. Like, it was planned before the birthday was planned. So I know she'll be there otherwise.
What about like Tom and Ariana? Do you guys speak to them at all?
I do. I talk to them a lot. Jax doesn't have like, it's not like there's like an issue, but they just like don't really talk anymore. So it's kind of like up in the air, and maybe would just be a little bit awkward, you know? So if it was up to me, everybody would be invited. You would be invited. Everybody. I mean, I just met you and I'd be like, you can go. So I
would be there, sweetie. I would be there. Right. So it's not like there's anything really between like Tom Sandoval and Jax. It's just more like they don't
It's
talk.
just more like they just don't really talk or anything anymore. So their friendship is just kind of like Jax doesn't like hate him or anything anymore. Like they used to have their like things like that. But now it's just more like, you know, they just don't really talk to each other. But I was out with Ariana not that long ago for my makeup artist's birthday, and we had such a good time. It was really good to spend some time with her.
That's good. And she's doing well.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Did you watch like last season, season 9? Like, even though like you guys weren't on it, like, did you actually watch?
I didn't. I've heard, like, I would ask like Lala and Katie and, you know, like keep up with them, and Scheana, and like, of course I see like on Instagram, of course, reels and different things would pop up that I would see. So I know like things that they went through. I knew, you know, we would see them whenever they weren't filming and stuff anyway too. So I kind of knew what was going on. But like I said, I was never much of a reality TV like watcher, like my mom and like some of my family was. So and I also get like anxiety or something. I don't know. It makes me like anxious. So I want to support them, and I hope that, you know, it goes on forever and they do amazing, and, you know, it keeps being amazing for them. But I just want to support them in other ways.
So you think if you watch, like, you would just get like anxious?
Yeah, I think so.
How? Just because like you've been there and you know how it's made and what's going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I watch like other reality TV shows or something, and I like see like a reunion or something, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I know what you're going through right now. That is so, it's so intimidating.
It's a lot, right? People don't realize.
Oh yeah. People do not realize at all.
So there's no part of you that feels, because listen, like last season, the fans, the viewers, it wasn't their favorite season. The ratings were not great. Like that doesn't, I mean, it doesn't sound like you're not the type that like, you're like, that's a little bit of positive news, you know, like I'm not there, Jax is not there. A lot of people would be like, look, I told you so.
Well, no, because I got brought in on that show. I feel more bad for like Stassi and Jax and Kristen, who were there from the day one. You know, like I was lucky enough to be brought in on season 4, so I got like a little bit of a different view on it than most people, I guess, would. But you know, there's nothing like the OG cast.
Well, I mean, do you know, like, if you think Vanderpump Rules is going to come back? There's a lot of talk that no, I mean, I just talked to Lala the other day, like, they don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that they know. And I try not to like ask like too many questions or anything. I don't want to make things like awkward or anything. But as of right now, I have not heard anything at all.
Well, there is a lot of talk also. Again, I don't know if any of this is true or there's just people put things out into the world.
I mean, I've heard gossip, obviously, but like not like hardcore. I still have the same manager as a lot of people on the show too. So like, I feel like I would know maybe, but I don't know. I really don't know anything different than what you've heard. Sure.
And there's a lot of talk that like, if it actually does come back, there is this narrative now that like, it wasn't the best season. The ratings were down. So like, maybe we will consider bringing back Jax. Maybe we will consider bringing back Stassi. If that happens, right?
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Would you want it? Like, I imagine if Jax goes back, you're going with him. Like, would you want to go back? Like, would you want Jax to go back? Or
I think that would be up to Jax, because for me, if he did it, I would do it, you know, but he's a little bit more hard-headed than me. So he might be like, I don't know, after, you know, not being on it for a whole season, I feel like it kind of be a little bit weird for him. But at the same time, some of our best friends are still on the show. And, you know, that was a huge part of our life. And we're so very grateful for that experience. I don't want anybody to ever think that we're not like so grateful for what like Bravo and Lisa and Vanderpump Rules and everything did for us. But I don't know, that'd be like that would be a Jax decision. I'll just say that.
like, you would go if like Jax went.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I miss it sometimes, and I felt kind of FOMO whenever I would see like my friends together and we weren't there on stuff. I was like, this is so weird, you know?
I do know.
Yeah.
Do you feel though that like life is, you know, more peaceful, you know, having sat a season out?
Yes. Yeah, because not only like whenever you have your lows, it can be so hard because you have to go through it while it's happening, talk about it in like interviews and stuff later, and then relive it again whenever it airs 6 or 7 months later. So that can be very stressful. And then like just the judgment from people who don't really see this whole story, don't really know like every single thing that happened, but no matter what, that's what you see. So that's what you judge off of. And that can be challenging at times.
What do you think is
for a pleaser like me who doesn't want to ever upset anybody?
You're just too nice. No, but it is true. Like, you film it and then you have to relive it.